Well, Coach, before this game, you talked about the importance for this team to be able to come back and bounce back. You guys did that tonight.
Yeah, it was nice to see. We got off to a good start. Played with good energy. I thought overall the defense was just okay, but that third quarter, I thought the defense was phenomenal. Held on 35% that quarter, and that's where we built our lead and we were able to pull away a little bit. I thought Mason Plumlee was fantastic tonight. Almost had a triple-double himself. Wilson Chandler off the bench. So a lot of guys stepped up, but good bounce-back win after a very disappointing performance last night in Sacramento.
Yeah, that third quarter defense, what was the difference in approach there?
We spent a lot of time earlier today talking about our defense from last night and what's giving us the most trouble. And we just got to help each other more. We got to be more locked in, defending, 5 guys defending as one. And I thought in that quarter we were more aggressive, we were more on the same page, and we had a lot more discipline. And from that, we were able to get out and run and score easy baskets. So now the challenge is, instead of doing it for one quarter, can we do it for 4 quarters? Can we do it every night? And we've yet to do that this year, but I still hold out hope that we can find a way to do that.
How do you sum up Mason Plumlee and the amount of screens he sets and how he's able to facilitate the ball for his teammates?
Yeah, he was unbelievable tonight. This is Mason Plumlee that we envisioned, and what I love about Mason is that he was so disappointed in his performance last night, and he told one of our coaches, he goes, "Hey, I'm going to be a lot better tonight." And he was, not just on offense but on defense, communicating, being in the right places. You go 12 and 8 assists. Guys love playing with him because he's going to set a great screen. He's going to get guys open. He's able to score in the post, and it was really fun to watch. And Nicola got in foul trouble, Kenneth was out, and Mason was terrific. And I thought Darrell Arthur also gave us a great lift in that second half as well.
Yeah, another rough night for Nikola Jovic. Did you speak to him at all post-game?
No, not yet. We spoke earlier. He's only 1 for 1 tonight, but he did get 7 assists, 4 turnovers. We have to keep him out of foul trouble. That's the biggest thing. He can't afford to take those early silly ones in transition. Other guys can do that, but not him. He's too important for us. And as we move forward with 24 games to go now, I need to be able to play him for at least 30 to 32 minutes a night. But he's going to be fine. I think people forget he's a great young player, but he's 20. Well, I keep on saying 21. He's 22 years old. And there's a lot on him. There's a lot of pressure on his shoulders. And I think I have to do a better job of making him realize it's not all on him. It's on all of us. We sharing it equally. And I don't want him putting all this pressure about making the playoffs on his shoulders, because that would be really unfair to such a young kid with such a bright future.
Finally for you, any updates on Ken Freed?
Yeah, he was just having spasms at halftime. I saw him quickly after the game. The back is a funny thing. You never know when it's going to go out, when you're going to have spasms, but hopefully he'll be ready to play Sunday against Memphis.
Just talk about Gary Harris. In the last couple of games, he shot the ball really well. I think it's a career high tonight, 25 points.
I didn't even realize that was a career high for him. Yeah, good job, Dempsey.
Hey, I'll bring the heat.
All right, pat yourself on the back now. No, you're right. Gary's played really well for us. He's been very consistent, shooting the ball well, shooting with confidence. But I also like about him is that he doesn't just settle for the jump shot. He attacks. He's a downhill driver. He gets to the cup. I think he's getting fouled at times when he's not maybe getting the call, but he's not just a one-dimensional player. He's a guy that can shoot the three, he can get downhill, and I think Nicola loves playing with him because that's one of his favorite targets, because Gary's in constant motion. But yeah, to your point, I think Gary's playing at a high level, and couldn't happen at a better time, and hopefully that continues moving forward.
What'd you see from Jamal Murray tonight as the backup point?
Yeah, last night, he struggled to make shots. Tonight he struggled to make shots. I think, what was he, 3 of 14? It's just a rhythm, and when he's out there, I also put the ball in Will Barton's hands quite a bit, because Will is a playmaker, facilitator, and let kind of Jamal space the floor and be a shooter. So he's not just playing all point guard, but Jamal's going to be fine. He's got to pick his spots, when to be aggressive, when to shoot the ball, but every opportunity he gets is a learning opportunity. He's going to be better off for it.
Nicola mentioned at that first practice right after the All-Star break, maybe he's a little fatigued. Do you think it's fatigue, or do you think it's just a matter of a couple off games for him?
Oh, I think definitely fatigue is definitely a part of it, but the reality is we're all fatigued. I mean, every player and every team right now is fatigued. It's been a long season. There's a lot of travel involved, and we played through Nicola so much that we ask him to do a ton for us. So, he's not going to use excuses. We all have to fight through it, but he's definitely, I think fatigue is a real factor with his play as of late, and we just have to hopefully he can get his third win and find a way to finish out this season.
Plumlee and Jokic combined for 15 assists tonight. How nice is it to not change the offense identity at all, going from bench to starting and having those two playing?
Yeah, and that was such a big part of that trade, you know. And that's no disrespect to Yusuf Nurkic, you know. We love Nurk and we wish him well, but having a guy like Plumlee allows us to play the same way. And to your point, you know, we have 32 assists tonight on 49 field goals. Nikola gives 7, Mason gives 8. That's your center position, and that was one thing that excited both Tim Conley and myself. You know, how versatile Mason is. He can play with Nikola, he can play without Nikola. And guys like playing with him because he's unselfish, he sets great screens, and he rolls. I mean, Will and Mason finally connected on a lob on that one, and I think we'll see a lot more of that moving forward.
What do you think of having the two of them paired together on the court for that 3-minute stretch they have today as well?
Yeah, I think it's, you know, that's going to take some time for them to iron out because they both want to be facilitators. They both want to come up the floor. We have to find a way to, while they're in there together, have a balance of keeping one low, one high. And we'll get there. You know, the more we play, the more we practice, I'm sure we'll be able to get that hopefully sooner rather than later.
Coach, you know, All-Star break, can you guys get back? You know, you mentioned everybody's tired. All the teams, everybody in the NBA is tired, right? Fatigue wears in on all your big guys and small guys. But tonight's win, after going to Sacramento last night, and coming up with this big win tonight, what does that mean for your team? What does that speak volumes of your team over?
Well, obviously, I think we were all disappointed in our effort last night, and we wanted to atone for that, which we did tonight. And if we want to be a playoff team, no disrespect to Brooklyn, but this is a game that we have to win. And we were able to do that. Now you turn the page, and you have a very talented Memphis Grizzly team coming in here that, you know, we have to find a way to continue to protect our home court. You know, coming out of the break, we had, I think it was 26 games left, 13 home, 13 away. The first 13 games out of the break, though, heavy home. You know, 9 at home and 4 on the road, and we have to protect our home court, and that continues on Sunday with a great challenge in front of us against a team that is, you know, a couple of spots ahead of us. But it just speaks to our guys understanding what's at stake and taking care of business.
Coach Alex English was in the building tonight. What are your memories of him as a player?
You know,